Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's your pal Impossibum here, and I'm here in Final Upgrade to give you the top 5 tips to get you started as a beginner in Final Upgrade. So let's get this started off. First off, do the tutorial. I mean, that'll definitely hold your hand and walk you through some very important basic things of the game. But after that, I mean, that's just kind of obvious. That doesn't quite make the list. Number 1, I'm going to show you guys this. I'm going to get out of here. Hit M. After the tutorial, this is what your map looks like. You don't have access to seeing much of anything. All the rest of this screen is filled in with other planets, other stations, other factions that are out and doing the same thing that you are. And if you only have this uncovered, you're not going to know any of what they're doing. I'm going to show you here. Let's look at the difference here. Hit M. Look at the difference. I didn't go up here because this is where the enemy faction is and they kill your stuff. But first thing you should do right after you get done with the tutorial, explore everywhere you can. The only caveat to that is beware the top right over here. The yellow faction is aggressive. They will attack you on sight and they will kill your ships. Green and red are totally friendly. You can trade with them. In fact, I encourage you to do so. And exploring the map like this just lets you know what's out there. It lets you see what trades you can do, what manufactured items you can buy from these guys. Because a lot of times these guys have things way before you can make them for yourselves. And getting that step up can really be helpful. So tip number 1, explore, explore, explore. And not only is it just good in general, it also gives you a lot of XP starting out. It's very helpful. I really suggest you do it. Tip number 2, colonize, colonize, colonize. And when in doubt, colonize some more. And what do I mean by this? I mean every single neutral planet that has deposits that you can mine, you need to be colonizing them. This is where all your economy is going to be coming from as the game goes onwards. And then after a while, you're not even going to have any more of these. You're going to have to go after red and greens and eventually yellows stuff. So to get yourself ahead, to get your economy moving, you want to colonize everything. And why do you want to do that? Well, look at this. Here we can mine water, we can mine ore, carbon ore, oil, and iron. Let's see, what's this one do? This one's oil, copper, silicon, uranium. Things that you would not have the ability to manufacture anything, essentially, if you don't get these things. So basically, just colonize every single planet, colonizable planet that you can find. That is tip number 2, and that's just a real simple one, but a lot of people may not know that's what the name of the game is. Tip number 3, get used to making your own customized ships and stations. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's great that this game has blueprints to help people out, especially when you're starting. The game can feel overwhelming. You don't know what you're doing, everything is new and you're confused, and that's fine. The blueprints are absolutely wonderful for this. But later, as things go on, you're going to want to start making things for yourself. You want to make ships that do exactly what you want them to do. You're going to want to make stations that can do more than just one thing at a time. A lot of the stations, let's look here really quick. They'll have a singular purpose. Like this one just makes ingots. This one just transforms ore into the raw material. They tend to just do one thing at a time. And it's one thing that I found personally handy is to make a station that goes through the entire chain of things you're wanting to do, or make a station that acts as a warehouse. Whatever you can. A lot of the depth from this game comes from designing your own stuff and making things work exactly the way you want. That's where a lot of the fun and the depth comes from. So you're really denying yourself that pleasure and that opportunity and that elitism awesomeness by not doing that. Tip number 3, learn how to do blueprints. Learn how to do your own ship and station customization. It really adds a whole lot to the game. Tip number 4, and this one's a quickie, but it's a good one. After you destroy the enemy weapons on a ship, you can capture it. And then guess what? It's your ship. Bring it back to your harbor, repair it, and all of a sudden you have a brand new warship at next to no cost to you. There's nothing not to like about that. And then, how dare those people who have attacked you? Kill them with their own ships. This is something awesome, innately awesome about that. So, capture enemy ships, make them your own, use them to kill their family at home. That's tip number 4. Tip number 5, if you're at some point thinking to yourself, I'm stagnating, I have all this energy, I don't know what to do, I'm not leveling up or whatever, build some research stations. Pour that energy into the research station, and it's essentially just a conversion. Get yourself energy into EXP, get those extra upgrades, get those extra levels so you can get whatever it is you want. And that's actually a very legitimate way to progress through the game. A lot of times I'll just get like an energy making station going. I'll be pouring fuel into it and the coolant, just so we can get the power. I'll build a research station nearby and bang bang, I'm just getting upgrades and I'm leveling non-stop without me even doing anything. You leave the game rolling for a while, not even looking at it, come back and you're like 10 levels higher. So that's something that's really easy to do. And it's really, it's a really handy thing to do, especially if you might be feeling a little stuck or you just have a little bit of extra energy at least hanging around. But, don't go too crazy with it, because to claim things, you need energy. And sometimes it can cost up to 1 million energy just to claim a sector. So always keep a little bit of energy banked just in case you come across something extra spicy you want to get. But if you get extra, throw it into a research station, get yourself some levels for free. All right, guys, and that was it. That was my top 5 tips to get you a better start and final upgrade starting out. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'll definitely be playing this game if you want to see it. So, once you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click that bell icon so you can see when I put out new content, smash that like button, and I'll see you guys around. Thanks for watching.